It's like when people call me, "Yo, Rashid, we want the masterclass. We have 10,000," and then OG says, "No, we charge 20."
Yeah.
And I want that 10,000. I'm like, okay, let me do this by myself. I'll leave OG. Give me that 10. I think it starts from there.
That's some other shit, though.
Yeah, with Cruz, it always happens.
So do you think with Zakwe Duncan, right? Because it's 2023 now. We haven't seen AKN and Natty together since.
Yeah.
We barely see Zakwe and Duncan together.
But they've been booked like for the past 2 years. The album.
I'm from the old school, you know me, all about the culture, like Rashid and OG. Like, subscribe, and tell your whole street. Load this next episode with love for the whole team. Yeah, let's get serious for the free period, and drop a link in the comments, cause we hearing it. Shout out to OG, shout out to Rash K, set a new standard, other bars in the ashtray.
Man like Rashid Pandi Kies, North Blood Clad Boy them Dano, alongside the one Qual OG.
Yes, sir. You know what it is. Samke, that's what it is. Triple said 3 times because you know how to do it. In Spain, they say Trey OG.
Episode 82.
82, man. Back at it like crack addicts. You know what time it is. Yo, we've been moving. 82?
82.
We're back out here at One Africa.
You know what I mean? We're out here. Still the Masterclass podcast. The best hip hop podcast in the motherland. Run down the road, tell them Rashid said so.
Big shout out to everyone who's been bumping, man. I saw that last week. Last week's episode was really nice.
Yeah.
Y'all came through. Shout out to everyone who sent their music in for free period. We out here. You know, that's what we do every single fucking week.
That's what we do.
How's your hip hop week been, man? We're fully into Feb now?
Fab.
It's my birthday month.
Yeah,
hey.
Fab. Boo.
Nah, you're not gonna hear from me for a while. For a while. MIA OG is what you can call me.
Yeah.
What you say? How's your week been, G?
It's been cool, man. It's been cool. I handled the work situation,
Right.
handled the music situation, I handled the podcast, I handled the family situation,
You're looking clean out here this year, dog.
Yeah.
I was telling the homie Slick, I was like, yo, this is a CEO year, man.
Yeah.
CEO mentality for 2023.
For sure.
I feel like we all need to adopt that.
Yeah.
Be your own boss is what I'm trying to push.
2023.
Yeah, for sure. There we go.
Yeah.
2023, because you are the CEO of your life, and I hope that every young artist who clocks into the masterclass every week, you learn some shit, my dog, and you can implement it into your own career. Find out how you can make this shit work, dog. You know what I mean? Because it's not that easy.
It's not easy at all.
My hip hop week's been okay. Like I said, not a lot of music coming out this January into February. I don't know if it's because homies are broke. Are we still in that shit? Like, people.
Like most musicians are busy in December, so January, Feb, they go on holiday or they take it easy, rest.
Yeah.
But we're gonna start seeing some music from Feb.
When's the best quarter to drop? First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter?
There's no, there's none.
There's no formula.
There's no formula because if you check, it depends on the song. Say they dropped a long time ago and it lasted, and you had that Ngeke by Big Nas, which dropped and 2 weeks later it was Song of the Year on some other stations.
True. We actually haven't had a shot for Mampincha, man. We didn't even mention that. All right,
Yeah.
During the festive time. But I hear you. So there is no.
There's no formula. There is no formula.
Okay. Is it a good idea to drop in Jan, Feb, March? Forget about the formula. Is it a good idea to drop early in the year?
It is. Because the music, most of the music and the songs that are out were overplayed November, December.
Word.
So people want to hear new music.
I do.
Yeah.
For damn sure. Not
know
just
what I mean?
locally, even like internationally. I'm trying to hear.
People want to hear music.
Like,
new music.
Duan, I'm good with 2022. We got some really nice shit.
Yeah.
2023, we've spoken about it being a year for the young guys to come in and like do their thing. I think the industry is pretty much open.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Leading into what the class is gonna speak about, just as an intro, I just wanted to find out your feelings on on the corporate side of the music game for 2023. What are you seeing in terms of sponsorships, business, sync deals? Forget about the music. Sync dealing, merchandising, all that kind. What do you feel the corporate side of the music looks like for this year?
Oh, speaking of that, tomorrow it's Cotton Fest.
Hey now! I'll see you there.
You know what I mean? So
if you bump into Rashid, he owes you 2 shots. Nah? And you must say you found him from the podcast. He'll get you 2 shots.
Okay, yeah, so I don't know, man, with corporates.
Yeah, let's talk the business side of the game for a little bit, just for 2023. I mean, last year I did see a couple of people, corporates. I'll mention them on the pod. I think Hunters did well for the game.
Most of them.
Russian Bear did well for the game. Hennessy did extremely well for the game.
Sports scene,
Sports
Puma.
scene was in the game.
That's why
Still
we
in the
have
game.
that category at the Sahas that caters for those people who are investing into hip hop,
into the game.
Yeah, into the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have quite a few.
Yeah. What are you seeing though? Do you think they are going to invest more this year, coming into this year, or you just think they're gonna keep looking at the piano side of life? And
No, they definitely are. They definitely are gonna invest into hip hop. You know, if they wanna sponsor individuals, maybe they can go to piano. But hip hop as a movement, hip hop, you have your Back to the City, one of the biggest shows. You have Cotton Fest.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
Yeah, second biggest.
Can't wait. Yo.
And then you have SA hip hop awards. Other genres don't have
awards at all.
Yeah. So if you invest into that, you guaranteed like a lot of free advertising. That shit is on TV. That shit trends. People post pictures for days.
Yeah.
You know, so it's worth it investing into hip hop.
1000%. I'm even seeing in the podcast space, man. There's a lot more other newer hip hop podcasts.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of hip hop podcast mushrooming everywhere.
Yeah, and big shout out to the homies though. Like, don't quit. Consistency is key.
Yeah.
CEO mentality, and let's move this thing through this podcast world. It's a tough world.
Yeah, just
no
keep
one's
going.
figured it out
Just
yet.
keep going. If you reach episode 20, trust me.
Yeah.
There's no looking back.
Nah, Machi, I'm with you. I do feel like we're gonna get a lot more corporates into the game.
Yeah.
I would like to see a bit more investments from the ones that are already in. For instance, like a Haney. I know they back the sports scene vibe as well. They all work together to do the basketball shandies.
Yeah.
I'd love to see a tournament. I mean, our basketball in our country is getting bigger and bigger. You know what I mean? Is it BNL?
NBA.
BNL, yeah, the BNL.
Oh,
the South
okay.
African one.
Oh, yeah.
Basketball National League. With the Tshwane Suns and the Cape Town What and the Eastern Cape What. Like, it's becoming a big thing.
The Joburg Kings.
You know what I'm saying? So like Joburg, shout out to the Kings. I want to see maybe Henny involving themselves a bit more in that, bringing out some artists to come perform in those sort of spaces. Let's like grow, not just with the Sahas and with Back to the City, but like let's grow with all the entities.
They must also come on board for a fun day where we have hip hop niggas playing basketball match.
Y'all used to do that. I remember I was a youngin and we'd come out to like Zoo Lake. I was still in high school.
Yeah.
And I'd watch like y'all and scooping them ball out and like y'all would play against each other.
They must bring that back.
You know who used to do that though?
Who?
Sprite.
Yeah, Sprite.
Why did Sprite stop fucking with us, though?
I don't know.
You should know, though. Like,
I don't know why, because they used to be like heavily involved with the hip hop game. You know, there was Sprite Uncontainable, there was Sprite Rap Activity Jam on YFM. You know, they used to sponsor all those things. You know, I don't know what happened.
Do you think you could masterclass us into creating an artist that is sellable in terms of a brand? What makes an artist sellable? Like, so if I am Sprite and I'm like, yo, I'm looking at Sheed, this is what makes Sheed sellable. Is it because the way he looks? Is it because the money he's making? What makes an artist sellable?
Brands don't guess.
Numbers.
You must be already sellable. There's more chances of a brand going for KO than going for Mesophil. No disrespect.
Word.
You know what I mean? So brands go for what already works. they're not gonna develop you. They're not gonna start you from scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they see you making moves, hey, this guy, people love this guy. This guy has influence. This guy is popping. We can align our brand with his brand.
Okay. All right. So it's more about then if you're an artist coming up and you're watching the masterclass, it's more about what do you have to offer and what are you doing already?
Yeah, because
we've said this before.
This
thing of sitting at home and thinking you're dope just because your beats are dope is not enough.
It's not enough.
What makes you the brand that Sprite, that Hennessy can come to, that, you know, Castle Light can come to and be like, yo, we fuck with your shit.
Yeah.
And that's only if you're popping already.
Yeah.
Even labels, if you want to get signed and you're that nigga and you think, yo, I need the label to help me do 1, 2, 3.
They need to meet you halfway. They don't have development structures anymore where they build artists from scratch.
Speaking of that, I was watching some shit. Sorry to go into the label thing from the corporate side of things. I think it was Tory Lanez, man.
Yeah.
After this whole dance bitch dance thing, he was saying that the one thing artists need to realize, especially the young ones coming up, is that everything the label does for you, you can actually do it for yourself. You know?
Yeah.
And once you realize that, that's the key to your success. But obviously the label has more money and more backing to help you do that.
Yeah.
But if you can use that label for instead of taking these crazy contracts that people are giving people, that 5-year, 5-album, whatever contracts, take that one song deal, that one album deal. And then from there you'll see what the label does for you and realize that they're also outsourcing whatever they're getting.
Yeah.
It's not in-house. So if Universal's making a song for you, they're gonna outsource OG as the producer, which you can do too.
You can do too.
You know,
but the only difference is labels turn to play dirty.
Okay.
You know, they got enough money to say, put this song on high rotation. Slow down with that guy.
Word.
You know, so
they do that shit.
They have the power to play dirty.
They do that shit.
And you know, labels have been like major labels and big labels. They're the ones who corrupted the industry with payola and stuff. And it goes beyond. It goes beyond that. Okay, here's 50,000. Play my song. They can go as far as here's 50,000. Don't play that song.
Which would be another label.
You know what I mean.
Game.
You know what I mean. It's cool to say I'm independent and stuff, but can you afford it?
Ash. Whew, that's so tough because as much as you're saying, you can't go to the compiler at YFM and be like, yo, please play my shit. But a label can do that.
A label will invite you to a listening session to their office, and they'll give you a young thank you for coming. You know.
What's a TFC?
Yeah.
A TFC EFT.
You know what I mean? So the labels play dirty, man.
I get you, dog. I'm expecting a lot from the corporate side of the game.
Yeah.
I do think you guys especially have paved the way, and I've seen the amount of work you do behind the scenes with the corporates. Shout out to Cosmic and the whole crew at Baxter City, as well as SARS, as well as the Cotton Fest homies.
Yeah.
They put in a lot of work to make sure that the corporates see us. And I feel like this year, gents, let them see us, my friend. Like, let's drop music that sometimes just make a song because you think KFC might copy it.
Do that.
Don't put it up for us as the radio hits. Just make a song because you think
you can do
talk
it
about some chicken or some shit.
and pitch it to them before you even drop it on the DSPs. Pitch it to KFC.
And be like, yo, this is what I got. I'm a chicken. Put that shit out.
You know what I mean?
Put that shit out. Yo, let's get into class, man.
Let's get into class.
Hit the bar there, trippy trips. What's on your mind, fam?
Trippy's a cool dude, man. Trippy's a cool dude.
He must drop some music. Some more music there, Trippy Trips. Love the EP though. Go check out his music. That's our editor.
Yeah.
He drops.
Remember the last episode we spoke about the producers, they're not part of the crews anymore, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So do you think Collabo albums are like new form of crews? Like AKA doing an album with Costa or Anati.
It's a good
Like
question.
collabo albums.
It's a good question. For me, maybe it's just an old school mentality, but it's just a hip hop mentality. A collab is a collab for me, and then crews are crews. You know what I'm saying?
No, collab is when you
It's like you and I coming together to make a song.
a song.
Yes.
Yeah, but if it's a project.
So masterclass is a crew.
So if it's a project like Kabza and Questa,
Collab. Can't be a crew.
that's they're gonna have to tour together. They're gonna have to promote the thing together. It's not a feature like
Which they're not doing.
Yeah, you know, but it's cool because. Okay, that's a bad example because the other one is a producer, the other one is
an artist.
Yeah. Let's say AKA and Costa Teach.
Gotcha.
They do a Collabo album.
Which they did.
It's not a feature.
Yeah.
So now they need to operate as a crew in terms of promo, going to interviews together, going to shows together, launching the thing together. It's not like somebody who's featured on my album. No, this one is different.
Gotta push it together.
Yeah. Do you think this is like form of creating temporary crews? Like, okay,
Yeah.
let me mess with this guy. If it doesn't work, I can try another guy.
Yeah, for sure. Like what you're saying, this is it's an absurd example, but it's just where my head goes.
Yeah.
Right, I'm a big Survivor fan. You know, I don't know if you guys watch Survivor, but there's a thing called voting blocks. Where if we're still in the same tribe, we vote together.
Yeah.
But once we start merging and all that other stuff, we start voting with other people. So
Yeah.
we have voting blocks, and I feel like collabs are that. It's
Yeah.
a temporary voting block. Like it's a temporary crew that we have for now, and I hope it works. If it doesn't work, I'm going to this other guy. And I
Or
hope that
going
works.
back to my old self.
Or just I'm going alone.
Yeah.
That. You know what I'm saying? But it is a temporary crew, I think, a collab album. It's like you're saying, for it to work out, it has to be like, be careful what you wish for. We
Yeah.
gotta go on tour, we gotta do the interviews together, we gotta make the music, they
Merch.
need to see us together, we
Yeah.
gotta have merch. They need to see me and you together as a crew for
Yeah,
that certain
for
period.
that period, yeah.
For that period. of
What's
that
your
song.
favorite collabo album?
Shit of all time. Damn, of all time. Locally,
Locally, yeah.
Locally, woo! Collab album. Damn, like be careful what you wish for, bro.
Me, it's Zakwe and Duncan.
This one is gonna go crazy on it too.
Yeah.
Hit us up in the comments.
Give us
Zakwe
your,
and Duncan.
give
right?
us your favorite collabo album.
Zakwe and Duncan. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
It didn't sound forced. You know, they sounded like a crew. Like even there when they do back-to-back stories, it was natural. It wasn't forced.
Okay.
You could tell that these homies know each other.
They
Yeah,
click back.
yeah.
They recorded this thing in the same
They
place.
recorded. They didn't email verses.
Yeah, I have no problems with Zakwe and Duncan. What was the name of the album called?
It's self-titled.
Zakwe and Duncan.
Yeah.
I had no problem with that. You're right. It did sound very
Natural.
Yeah, like together is the word. I don't know. Give me the English one. But like it sounded very cohesive.
Yeah.
The guys, you know, they love each other and whatnot. But
Yeah.
for me, the reason I give "Be Careful What You Wish For" is because of what it did commercially.
Yeah.
That's Anati.
I like that album as well.
That's Anati. It's one of the biggest artists and one of the biggest artist producers we've had in our country.
Yeah.
In terms of the hip hop space. Coming together to drop us an album that could have easily been a bad album. That could
Yeah.
have been an easily shitty ass album. But there's at least
Like which
7.
one?
A bad collab. I'd have to sit down for that one. But I'll come to that one. Don't worry. I'm
Okay.
gonna give you the worst collab I've heard. But with the best ones that I've heard, it's always been that whole thing of they did sound like a crew. I remember they came to an interview for on YFM with DJ Sabi
Yeah.
and Tepi back in the day on Best Drive, and they came together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
they were
what's
moving
up.
together.
Yeah.
They were going to the performances together. They were booked together. You know what I mean? I've seen Milkshake and Speedster do it now.
Yeah.
With No Comply.
No Comply is a DJ duo.
It's a DJ crew.
Yeah, it's a
slash
DJ crew.
collab, right?
Yeah.
Because when I spoke to the homies, I interviewed both of them and I asked them, I'm like, yo, gents, since you guys are doing this collab thing, does that mean if I book Speedster, I can't book Milkshake? And they said, you gotta book both of us now.
Yeah.
But I've seen lately that they're doing individual, you know what I mean? So it does end up becoming collab.
Yeah, if it doesn't work.
into a into a temporary crew?
No, sometimes it's like when people call me, "Yo, Rashid, we want the masterclass. We have 10,000," and then OG says, "No, we charge 20."
Yeah.
And I want that 10,000. I'm like, okay, let me do this by myself. I'll leave OG. Give me that 10. You know, I think it starts from there.
That's some other shit, though.
Yeah, with crews, it always happens.
So do you think with Zakwe Duncan, right? Because it's 2023 now. We haven't seen AKN and Natty together since.
Yeah.
We barely see Zakwe and Duncan together.
But they've been booked. Like for the past 2 years, the album is like 2 years old now.
Yeah.
They've been doing gigs every weekend, being booked as Zakwe and Duncan.
But do they both pitch up? Do they both?
They do, yeah.
So that would be a crew then, wouldn't it?
It would until they drop the next project.
Does a crew matter in terms of how many people are in it? So 2 people is a crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also think so.
Yeah.
I also like if there's 2 of you guys.
I think it's gonna happen until the next project. Until Zakwe decides, okay, I'm working on my project. I'm focusing on my solo. Or Duncan says, I'm dropping a Duncan solo next. And then it's the end of that crew.
Shit, does that not make it just a collab then?
It is a collab. A collab is a crew.
It's temporary.
Is a crew
gotcha.
to a certain point. You know.
Okay.
So what's your favorite international Collabo album?
It's probably Jada and Styles P.
They been. It's like removing one nigga from the locks.
Nah, it's not.
It's not a collab. We can't call Styles. They been a crew. They both from the locks.
It cannot be the same. What are you talking about?
Okay, if you have tear gas and then you remove Ntugza, are you gonna call my E and KO a collab? No, it's still tear gas. You just took out one nigga.
If I take out Takeoff from the Migos, no longer the Migos.
It's not but it's not a collab. It's like the same crew with one nigga missing.
Okay, I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear that. I hear that argument.
Yeah.
You're saying 2 people that came together from different walks of life.
Yes, different worlds.
Coming together.
Yeah.
Shit, I have to think about this one.
Mine, I don't even have to think about it.
Who is it?
Nas and Damian Mali. That's my favorite.
Going back there.
That's my favorite collab album of all time.
Damn.
I also like.
What does the collab count if it's like Ninth and Jay-Z?
If it's a producer and
not really. No?
Not really.
So you're saying like 2 artists coming together and making.
I also like Future and Drake.
I don't like that shit.
I like it.
I don't like that. Future and Drake.
Future and Drake.
I don't know. Future and Drake for me.
Future and 21.
I like Drake and 21.
Drake and 21. I mean.
But I wouldn't call that the best collab ever. But that shit is close by. Maybe top 5. Top 5.
Jay-Z and R. Kelly.
That album is fire.
They have 2 Collabo albums. Yeah, best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds is insane. Didn't
Jay-Z and Linkin Park.
Amazing. Amazing. But that was one song.
No, it was the whole album.
They dropped the whole shit.
It was the full album.
That was also a classic.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Who else? Throw some names at me, dog. Throw some names, fellas. Collab albums that were amazing.
Redman and Lil Wayne.
Redman and Lil Wayne.
Batman.
Nah, fuck that shit. Another fuck that. Jay-Z, Kanye.
Yes.
Watch the Throne.
Watch the Throne was the one.
Wow. Okay.
Watch the Throne.
What's that? Would you say they're a crew now? Jigga and Kanye, because they did that shit. They were temporary crew.
Yeah, temporary.
Equals collab.
Yeah. You know, because they shot some videos. They did a tour.
They toured.
Yeah. For that period, they were a crew. They were operating as a crew.
Shit, I always felt like growing up, I always felt like a crew would mean it's my bye, you know? Like squatter camp. That's like a crew for me, you know? 3 months gap, like that's a crew.
That's when if it's a lot of niggas, that's when it becomes a mob or a posse, you know? If
So
it's
what's Josie? What's Josie?
Josie. No, crews are different. Crews can be a duo, a trio. It doesn't matter.
And collabs? Can a collab be a collab if it's 4 people on a song? So Josie could have been a temporary collab instead of a crew.
It was a crew.
So it's a crew, not a temporary.
Because they dropped like 2 albums.
And they toured it. They worked it, so it's a crew.
Mm-hmm.
That's a crew. And then what Dream Team in them?
No, that's a crew. That's not a collab.
That's a crew. Collab. So I feel like what we're saying is collab is, like we said, two different walks of
artists already existing
coming to one.
Yeah, and they brands in their own lanes.
Yeah,
coming together.
I know. Chad Don did Lockenville. That would be a collab.
A collab. He did. Black Les and PdotO.
That's a crew for me.
That's a collab. They solo artists. They both solo artists.
But when they move together, they move as a crew. They go to the interviews together. They drop the videos together.
No, I'm saying that the PdotO, because they promoting that PdotO and Black Les album.
And then when they
with
solo
Collabo album, they have their own solo stuff. When they pushing their solo stuff, they go their own ways.
G Unit 50.
No, that's a crew.
It's a crew. Alright, D12 crew.
Crew, yes.
Tear Gas. Crew.
Yes. That's a collab. Redman and Method Man is a collab. Yeah, Redman is from Def Squad. Method Man is from Wu-Tang. They came and they were already established artists. They came together. They released the Blackout album. That was a Collabo album.
So wouldn't you call also that's the same as PdotO and Black Les?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I've always felt like Red and Meth were a crew.
No, they were never.
They did everything together, you know? Even when you guys...
Even the movies, like How High?
Yeah, even if you booked them for Back to the City, you'd want both, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't want Red without Meth, or Meth without Red. Okay, I got you. I see. Favorite, so you got your favorite crew? Of all
Collabo.
time. Favorite crew of all time?
Favorite crew?
Yeah.
Not a collabo.
Not Collabo, crew.
That's a tough one.
I'm glad I finally got you on some shit. This nigga never has to think of anything.
Favorite crew?
Favorite crew of all time. Give me one local, one international. Crews.
Locally, it's Tear Gas.
Okay.
Internationally, it will have to be Wu-Tang.
Well, I knew it.
Wu-Tang Clan.
I knew you were going that way, dog. I knew you were going Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Thing is, you know all the songs. That's the thing. Like, Wu-Tang got us with that bullshit. Like, we fuck with every nigga in that crew.
And they like, even as solo artists, they went platinum.
Yeah.
You didn't have a...
Also, everyone in the crew went platinum on their own.
Yes, on their
And then
own.
also
so
Wu-Tang.
the crew, like individually, like with Wu-Tang, you didn't have a... I don't want to say... I don't want to get political. I don't want to get political.
Nah, nigga, fuck out of here. It's a podcast. You better say what's on your mind. She'd be pardoned.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
So-
say what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying.
I'm saying every artist from the Wu-Tang was a brand and was successful as a solo.
Okay.
You know, you had
And
Method
now
Man,
what
you
you
had
wanted to say
Jesus.
is-
Yeah.
Something about Tear Gas. You wanted to relate this to Tear Gas.
No,
the fact
not
that
Tear Gas.
Not everyone blew up after that.
No, I was gonna talk about Squatter Camp.
Okay, let's talk about Squatter Camp then, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Not everyone blew up from Squatter Camp. These
yeah,
are
not
facts.
everyone blew.
There's nothing you're saying that's
Yeah,
out of
not
pocket.
everyone blew up from Squatter Camp. It was Slicker and Flabber who made it as solo artist.
A little bit of Sugar Smacks.
Yeah,
A little bit.
just some sugar there.
Just,
Some brown
just
sugar.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Sugar,
Yeah.
salt
But
and
what I'm
sugar.
saying with the Wu-Tang Clan, it wasn't like that.
Everybody popped.
Yeah, everybody popped. ODB platinum.
Yeah.
Jiza platinum. Riza platinum. Method Man platinum. You know, Inspector Dak.
Plaid.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, so you going Wu-Tang locally? Internationally.
Locality, I guess.
Tear Gas locally. Damn. Tough one to follow, man.
It's your turn.
Locally, I'm gonna go with Squatter. Best crew ever for me. Internationally, fuck, it's a really tough one, man. Wu's obviously gotta be everyone's top one, if not two. But the other one, maybe I could put up there as like a.
You know, Umoya's first verse didn't rhyme. Kwasuka loko
Easy
izinja
just the
kanodwabo. There's no rhyme in that verse.
Ah.
Give me the rhyme.
Nah, play that shit. I don't know the bar for bar. We need to put it up somewhere.
Because they came out while y'all was still
Dog, that shit rhymes, guys.
Nah.
What are you saying?
Umoya-
No ways.
No. The
2023.
Yes.
You can't cap like that.
Umoya dropped while all of you were still sleeping. The first verse by Nemza doesn't rhyme.
No ways, dog.
Y'all didn't
That
know
verse
shit.
completely rhymes,
When
dog.
Umoya came out, y'all didn't know shit.
wish-
the
I
first
wish-
verse doesn't rhyme. Post on the comments, show me the rhymes.
Basuka logo, izinja zikhanu nabo, wakhetha kathena.
Where's the rhyme?
Khothe khotha, engakhothi likhahlele umlomo.
Where's the rhyme? Where's the rhyme? Where is the rhyme? Where is the rhyme? Where is the rhyme? Where is the rhyme?
There's like mad bars there, bruh.
Yeah, I'm not talking about bars. Where is the rhyme?
There's mad rhymes there.
Okay.
Nemza, please, can someone tag Nemza in this shit?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Get
Yes.
that, right? Let's move on from, Hit us up in
alright.
the comments. Good conversation to have.
Yeah.
You know? Why are you saying, I'm saying Squatter. Squatter locally. Internationally, I have to put Wu-Tang in there, but I also can't, I'm a huge D12 fan.
I'm also a huge NWA fan.
Okay, I hear you. I didn't really listen to a lot of NWAs.
If you listen
A
to
bit
Dr.
before my
Dre,
time.
if you listen to Dr. Dre, Ice Cube,
But I've never sat
listen to
through
them together.
to an NWA album. I never bumped that fully.
You must go watch the movie Straight Outta Compton.
I did. That's an awesome movie. I did watch
it's
it.
crazy.
Where Ice Cube's kid looks way more than Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, watch that. You know what I mean? So I do feel like there is a space for both collabs and crews. We don't really discriminate, but we can sort of tell the difference. Here's one thing I wanted to ask you as a curator of SA hip hop. When deciding on both best collab at award shows and the best collab that just came out, even on the masterclass.
Yeah.
Does it matter if it's a collab, if it's Skanda World, or if it's like OG and Rashida, or Crazy 8, for instance?
Skanda World is not a collab. It's a compilation.
I'm saying on one song.
On one song.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Nominate them for Cold Summer.
A collab doesn't matter. If it's more than one artist, that's a collab.
Even if they're all from the same crew.
Even if it's from the same crew. If it's KO featuring Loki, that's a collab.
Even though they're from the same crew.
Even if they from the same crew.
I'm struggling with that one because now, wouldn't it make it one artist if I'm coming and I'm like, yo, this is the masterclass. The masterclass isn't just OG. It's OG and Rashid.
Yes.
So even if we're doing something and it's OG and Rashid speaking first and then OG or OG then Rashid, it's still the same crew.
Yes, they under the same label as solo
How is
artists.
it a collab then? It's like one artist making one song.
No, it's not. They under the same label as solo artist. If Loki does a song with my E, that's a collab of two artists, two solo artists.
Or isn't that just the crew dropping a song?
No, it's not a
in
crew.
Wu-Tang, if RZA and Meth make a song, it's a collab.
It's
not
a
the
collab,
crew.
not a crew.
Everybody has to be in the
If
song.
the song, they do have such songs where it's on Method Man's album, but it features ODB.
Yeah.
That's a collab. They're not going out there as Wu-Tang.
Nah, I got you. I got you. Some young masterclass advice for the homies coming up in the game from Sheed K. Please, your opinion on entering the game. Is it wiser to come in alone or come in with the crew?
No man is an island. Bring your crew. You know, you need people. You need a structure. You need someone who's gonna be making phone calls, sending emails. You need someone who's gonna be doing stuff for you. Make sure that the production is on point. You need a team, actually. You know, don't lock yourself in with the producer and both of you decide this is the song, this is the hit, you know, and you put it on DSPs and you spam us with the links. You know, that doesn't work. I've never played anyone from the links that they posted on social media.
Same.
I've never booked anyone for the show from the links that are posted on social media. That shit doesn't work. There are proper channels. That's why you need a team. You know, that shit of, hey, I'm Rashid, here's my song, check the link. It's unprofessional. You know,
Get somebody else to say.
Yo,
This is the company.
Rashid, check out this guy. I'm managing this guy. Please check him out. It sounds, even if the guy doesn't know what he's doing, but me seeing that, I'm like, oh shit, these people are serious.
That's how the email pops up too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I see the emails that already have like a header, you know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
they have like just like even just a profile picture on your email. I'm like, oh, who are these guys? Like,
Yeah.
What empire? I'm like, oh, I'll click on that email first
Yeah.
before I see the other ones with bots, you know what I mean? I'm like,
Those are basic things, like how to send an email.
small things.
Yeah, small things.
Small things
Yeah.
that yes, okay, cool. And I hear what you're saying. I want to ask you something
even
else.
when you
Yeah.
even when you send a song, even when you send an email, don't send me a Spotify link, don't send me an iTunes link. You want me to buy your song, you want me to stream your song, decide
I'll stream your song. No sweat.
yes, I do that, but I decide.
That's it though. That's all you're gonna do.
No, yeah, that's
There's nothing else you can do after that.
there's nothing else you can do after
I'm
that.
gonna
You
listen to
stream,
your song, but-
you can't download it. You
I'm
stream on
listening to your song,
Spotify
I
and then you move right along.
I'm not gonna go look for it on DistroKid
Send an actual MP3 file.
and it stays on my PC after that.
Yeah.
Who knows when I'll bump it again?
You know what
I
I
might
mean?
miss it and catch up when I'm like listening to everybody else's music. But like, okay, sharp. I got you in terms of a crew that works for you,
Yes.
right? Collabs that work for you in terms of the business side of things, which we spoke about earlier on in the episode.
Yeah.
Get people to do the PR, get people to do the production, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. Now,
And
is
if
it
you
wise?
can afford it, get your own people. Hey, gents.
Let's get serious
I don't have
for the
money to
free
pay for
period.
artists
And drop a link in the comments cause we hearing it.
You're gonna do 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, your boys.
You
Get
can
your boys.
you can know everything and just
For sure.
allocate to different people. You do this, you do that. If you have a problem, talk to me. I'll tell you how to do it.
Now that's how to enter the game basically if you're alone with your crew as in your business side.
Yeah.
Now my other question is it wise to enter the game with your crew in terms of the business side of it, but also with your crew in terms of Rashid's a rapper, OG's a rapper, we're both trying to get into the game. Is it wise to come into the game in a wrecking crew kind of vibe where it's like Aries is the head cat and we sort of know the rest of the guys but we don't really know them? You know what I mean? Is it wise to come in like that, like ride off a nigga's tail
It's always
and then
cool.
hope you'll pop?
It is cool if you guys can stand on your own without the main guy. You know, Junior Mafia crashed when Biggie died. Outlaws crashed when Pac died. D12 crashed without Eminem. You know,
And proof in them.
yeah. So it's cool to put your niggas on if you're shining, but can they do it without you? Can they maintain?
But now that doesn't really answer the question of can you come in with those guys?
You can.
Can you knock the doors down?
Like what?
Running
Like-
with a squad of niggas.
With one who's already made it. Let's say Aries
Okay,
forms a crew,
Like-
but he's
like-
the only one
that's tough.
that we know. We
Yeah.
don't know them other niggas.
Yeah.
So is it cool for niggas to ride on one nigga's back?
Yes. And you're saying not fully
I'm saying it's cool if they can stand on their own 2 feet.
without the boy.
Unlike the D12 and the Outlaws and
then what if we all come in and we're all brand new? Is that wise? Maybe three man, and we're trying to come into this game and be the next tier guys.
now it's economical, because no promoter wants to book 4 or 5 niggas.
Yeah,
you
fuck
think
that.
you think of transportation and
Nah,
a rider
so,
and hotels, like nah, and then promoters stay away from a cruise.
It's about money now.
It's about money.
All right, so ride with the crew. Maybe
You can
make
ride with a
music
crew,
them.
but be a solo. You can be a crew and do your own things in between.
Got you.
Yeah.
That's the best advice we can give, man. You know what I mean? That's the class for today. Hit us up in the comments. Let us know what you think, man.
Before we go,
Yeah.
which collabos would you love to see? Your dream collabos?
Locally.
Locally and internationally.
Locally, I'd really... this is an honest and controversial opinion, but I'd love to see a Casper, aka Collab.
Collabo album.
As bare as it sounds, as simple as it sounds, I think that's going to be the biggest shit to come out of this country.
Internationally?
Internationally, I want to see... Internationally, I would love to see a Drake and Kabza album.
Drake and Kabza album.
Drake and Kabza, the small album.
A piano album.
I don't know. I don't know what they'd make. But I'd love to see Kabza and a Drake come together in studio and see what they can do. Even if it's Kabza and Calvin Momo. But like these niggas that Drake is apparently listening to these days, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that. Internationally.
Internationally.
Yeah. Otherwise, fuck these other niggas, man. If you don't want to do South Africa, then fuck you. You?
Locally, I'd love to see the Questa and KO album.
Woo! Wild. I don't think we'll ever get that one.
We'll never get it,
Yeah,
but
it's like
that's my
AKA,
wish
yeah.
list. That's my wish list.
Let's put it together, yo. Let's do an HNIC, album. We drop that shit, Questa and KO. That would be really nice.
Yeah, it would be dope.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Internationally?
Internationally, I'd love to see. I'm still waiting. There was a rumor on this album, J. Cole and Kendrick. Remember that rumor? Album is coming. I'd love to see it happen.
That would be really nice.
Yeah.
That would be really dope. There you have it. Hit us with your combos, man. Who would you love to see, dog? Let's put together some albums. And if anyone drops an album from this list that we're gonna get on YouTube, I think we need to throw a giveaway or something. Give away a masterclass t-shirt or some shit. If you get it right, the masterclass cap.
Yeah.
Do something nice for all the students in the class, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's free period.
Free period.
Yeah, let's get serious for the free period. And drop a link in the comments cause we hearing it.
Yeah, man. When I heard the music, I told you, I was like, yo, this nigga's nice with it.
Oh, yeah, he's nice.
He's nice.
He's nice.
Very surprising.
From the Northwest.
Yeah, and I love the vernac.
Yeah.
I love the Africanness to his
Yeah,
hip-hop.
yeah. There's a future for Motswako, It didn't die with the Kulichanas.
Not at all, fam.
You know.
I think even Kuli would be proud of this nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Kuli must sign this nigga.
What? Yeah, and he's got some shit now.
Yeah, Kuli must sign this nigga. Kuli, sign Khosi Tauli hippie. He's nice with this Motswako shit.
Doing something.
And it's from Bukoni Bupirima.
Same hood.
That's Northwest in Setswana.
Oh. Lesson in SA. Big shout out to Khosita. I really dig your shit, my nigga. For me, even if I don't understand everything you're saying, I still fuck with just the vibe that you give me.
He's too nice with it.
Keep that Motswako shit going. I hope when Mufftown Heights comes out, you're a headliner, boy.
Yeah.
You deserve that motherfucking shit.
Is the Mufftown Heights coming back?
I hope so. Never.
Okay.
What? You should know, Rashid. You in the events politics.
Kuli Chana must know.
Yeah,
Kuli
but you
Chana
ain't-
must tell us.
Has Kuli told you anything?
No, he hasn't.
I know you know.
Let's go to the producers.
Look how fast he moved on.
Let's
to that
go
shit.
to the producers.
Look how you just
Let's go to the producers.
swiftly. Who we got?
We got Das Beats.
Das Beats.
Das
One of my
Beats.
favorites actually from last year as well.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
10K challenge. Yeah.
And sad that he didn't win.
Hey, he didn't win, but
He went far though.
Zakwe did the producers competition. He won in Durban.
At Rap Effect.
Rap
Center.
Effect.
Rap
Yeah.
Effect. Okay.
Yeah, he won.
He won that one.
Eventually, yeah.
Oh, that's dope to see, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, my dog.
Shout out to Das Beats.
Big shout out, broski.
You know,
And I think maybe next year, enter again. You can do that, right?
you can. If he didn't win, he can still come back.
Yo, you need your
You
shine,
know,
man.
and now he has experience.
Yeah.
You know what people are looking for.
Huge songs that he's produced that you know of?
I don't know any. I just know him for his dope beats.
For his production on
Yeah.
that shit. Yo, if you're an artist out there, you need to watch the masterclass, and we've got at least 82 dope producers. And Das Beats is just the 82nd of the best that we have.
You know what I
And
mean?
we're talking about him now in 2023 because I think this is the year for all the homies that have been putting in work, especially at these small little events. 10K challenge, you know, Rap Effect, wherever they do other big competitions.
We see you. We
the
see
homies
you.
are there, dog, and that's all I wanna see.
Don't be like, hey, this gig is not paying. We
Bye,
there. We see you. We'll put you on.
CEO mentality, dog. CEO mentality. That's how we're rocking 2023. Big shout out to you, my dog. Let's move on to the album review.
Move on.
Send your music for the free period. Please drop your link there, YouTube video, so that we can do some right shit with it. Otherwise, PdotO, Chad the Don, Psalm 23.
Yes. What does Psalm 23 say?
The Lord is my shepherd.
You lying. OG, you lying. Let me double check
Yes,
it.
the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
You lying.
If it is, nah, you owe me a bottle.
Psalm 23. The Lord is your shepherd.
Give it up.
The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. Oh yeah, it is. It is that verse. It is that verse.
As much as y'all think I'm a fucked up nigga,
You're a dick.
I went to church at some point in my life. Can't walk back in now, probably burned, but like
Yeah.
yeah, man. Psalm 23, the Lord is my shepherd, and if you listen to the album, it's a very deep album. Dog.
It is.
You know, is it an album EP? Couple of songs.
10 songs,
How long?
27 minutes. It's an EP.
EP, which is cool to see from the homies, man. I've always had mad respect for PDOT, mad respect for Chad. I think Chad had the toughest time as a white boy in hip hop. You know, when we didn't really give a fuck about white boys rapping, and he had to force the whole cultural appropriate. Let me not say he had to force the whole I can also do the Vernac thing. You know?
Because he can do it.
Because he can.
Yeah.
Now you could get like a caster who can easily just go from either one.
Yeah.
And Chad had to be there to pave the way for that kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I say kudos to him for that. And when you listen to this album, dog, it's a grown. This is a grown Chad and a grown P-Dot.
Yeah, no, I love the album. Chad always comes correctly. I think he has that competitive spirit when he does collab albums.
Word.
Yeah, he always comes through.
Yeah, and you're saying it's a collab because they just working. It's a temporary.
They solo artists. They solo artists who came together for this
for this piece.
for this piece.
Yeah, but they don't push. I haven't seen them pushing it. I won't lie to you. I haven't seen P-Dots, and I mean it's Jan now. The album came out November.
It's
December?
Feb now.
Feb.
Yeah. So, yeah, but we're seeing a lot of collab albums.
Yeah, man.
And last episode it was Kabza and Questa. Now it's the niggas you hate.
I don't hate. I love these guys.
I said on the previous episode, I focus on the music. I don't care about what the artist say
about the artist.
you and on some
I care
other
about
shit.
the human being.
Yeah.
I care about the
So,
human.
your favorite track?
Let me see the track list quickly. It's a feature. The Envy joints, COAs.
Oh, the Envy joint.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I'm just like a huge Envy song. Envy fan. So
Envy is nice, really.
and I feel like when he pulls up on a feature, he just goes back on niggas. So I really enjoyed that one towards the end of this. But like
even the Tula Mama track, I love it.
It's a piece, dog. This whole project is quite crazy.
It's solid.
Big Ambition is dope too. You know,
It's a solid project. I don't understand why they never why they not pushing it.
no videos.
Chad. P-Dot.
How you gonna highlight straight at both of them?
Do something.
Yo, man, videos, fellas. Like, you guys give us good rap albums, rap albums, but you don't put enough work into it. I don't even know if it's maybe because homies feel like it's just an album and people don't listen to rap in South Africa. Do they?
We do,
but do people...
We analyze and scrutinize the raps. Yeah?
But the commercial space doesn't listen to rap, so I feel like homies just feel like, fuck making a video because...
Yeah, because nobody's gonna...
This is for the heads. We want a video, dog. As heads, we want you to drop us a video as well, man. Let's...
Rate it.
I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.